Hello and welcome to week 16 of my 42-week challenge to try and save as much money as possible. In my previous videos I was using the cash envelope system as well as a cash-based budget to maximize my savings. It was going pretty well, however the last couple of weeks, well actually to be honest the last 8 weeks, as in the last 2 months, I've really fallen off the bandwagon with my budgeting and also with making any update videos for YouTube or just making any videos for YouTube whatsoever. So please subscribe. I'm super inconsistent and sometimes I disappear for 2 months, but then sometimes I make several videos a week, so you never really know what you're gonna get. Now this video, the point of making this video is really just to quickly update you, get you on the same page, because hopefully in the new year, it's therefore going to be a new me who's going to be consistent at making videos, hopefully, probably, fingers crossed, we'll do some more update videos. I hope to get back onto it. So where we left off, I'm just going to talk about big final figures because essentially I can't do the normal breakdown thing I usually do because it will just take forever and it just won't be very interesting. So yeah, final figures is what you're going to hear, and total sums. So the first thing is where we left off 8 weeks ago on week 8, you can go back and watch that video if you want to, was $5,433.06. So that was the total amount of how much I'd saved so far. Now the last 2 months I have made a lot of money, I was also given a lot of money, and I also spent a lot of money. So grand total on everything that I have spent was $3,167.54. Yes, I spent a lot of money, I know. I didn't have a budget, clearly. Now the next thing is everything that I made. Now I have my work in the restaurant as a waitress. I also work for an organisation doing disability support work in group homes. I also work for a company online called Higher Up, where I also do individual support work for people with disability, and I also do some freelance photography on the side. So combination of all those jobs added up the last 2 months, I have made an income of $5,155.63. Now that's quite a lot actually, because I had a week off for vacation. I also was really sick for 2 weeks, so I just had to cancel all my shifts, which was really frustrating, and I felt really bad. I hate calling in sick. Like, I really do not like disappointing people. Now the next thing I want to talk about, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, I guess, to talk about it online because it is a lot of money that I was given. So my birthday was the 21st of November, I turned 23, and then we also had Christmas, of course, on the 25th of December. In Australia, we celebrate on the 25th, not on the 24th. And in both those times I was given money from my family. Now mostly of this money came from my mum, also a big part of it came from my father, and then my grandparents on both sides. So they all know that I don't really want any physical gifts. I am trying to save money, I want to travel, and I'm just not someone that gets very excited about physical gifts. I just don't really have anything that I have on my wish list except for a backpack that I did buy with the money I was given. So the total is $6,900. Now, I do not take that lightly. I am extremely grateful. I just really want to make it clear that I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just not like, oh yeah, that's how much I got given. Like, I'm extremely grateful. I never expected to be given that much money, and it is just amazing that my family and my family members are in a position to give me that money, and that they're also willing to, because I know a lot of people don't like to give money, but for me it's just something that is really useful because I'm clearly trying to really save a lot of money. So the total of everything that was, I guess, income, including what I made from working and what I was given, the total that went into my bank account was $12,055.63. Now that minus how much I spent gives us the total of $8,888.09. Now if I plus that $8,000 to the $5,000 that I talked about at the very beginning that I already saved, the grand total of everything that I've saved whilst doing this challenge, half of it being from my hard work, the other half just being from the generosity of my family members, the total I have saved is $14,321.15. So that is the total that I have saved, and yeah, I can't believe how much money I was given. I think a big part of it, the big part of reason why my family does give me money is because, one, I'm an only child, so they don't have to duplicate that for my siblings, and so they never have to like think about giving them as much as they give me. Two, I work really hard for my money. They know how hard I work and that I don't take it for granted. They know that I've got a very clear savings goal, and I think they're also very aware that I'm not someone that goes out and buys the new iPhone just because I have money, or goes shopping, or spends it on a big night out, or takes lots of drugs or drinks, or like will drink my money away or anything like that. They know that it's for, yeah, for traveling and for those purposes. So sorry, I have a cough. So that's the grand total. Now, what I did the last couple of months, the reason why I spent so much money in the first place, the 3,000, is partly 900 of it is actually the spendings of one of my good friends who visited me from Norway. She's technically from Germany, so Francisca. She came for 3 weeks. We went to Fraser Island. We did a bunch of fun things together. So essentially, when you come from another country, you have to pay transaction fees, and you also have to pay currency exchange fees each time you use your card or each time you take out cash. So we just decided that I would spend the money from my account, and then she would give me one big transfer at the end when she left. So about 900 of that was from her. I'm still waiting for her to transfer me that money back, but that's essentially where a big portion of it went. Another portion was that we did go to Fraser Island, so just for me alone to go there for 2 nights, 3 days was $500 for the trip itself. We also stayed in a hostel 2 nights beforehand, which ended up being like $100, and then gas to drive up and drive back, and food and all that stuff adds up. So yeah, that was awesome though. I would do that again in a heartbeat. I would spend even more money because I had such a good time. Fraser Island is so beautiful. If you come to Australia, you should definitely do it if you can afford it. We booked in with Nomads, which was there's lots of different tour groups for the island where you do the 4-wheel driving in convoy. It was so much fun. We were swimming every day in the sunshine. Like, it was just great. It was just awesome on so many levels. And then we also did a few other touristy things around the area, and yeah, because she was here as well, my routine kind of was a little bit differently. And when people come to visit, I don't want to stick to a budget. You can't necessarily predict things, so I was just more free with, I guess, what I was spending when we ate out and did different things like that. Another big thing that I spent money on was this, which is my backpack for when I go traveling. I know it's like so ironic. It's like, oh my god, you're spending $300 for the backpack. You're going to go traveling, and yeah, you're trying to travel. I mean, you're not trying to travel. You're trying to save to travel, but yeah, having a good backpack is very important, and I'm very happy with that one. So that was a big part of my spendings. Another thing was that I got some shoes. I also had my birthday where I had a bunch of good family friends, and some of my good friends and my family all had a big meal together, and I paid for it myself. So I paid just over $200 something for us all to eat. That was another big expense. And yeah, just like gas. That's mostly where most of my money goes, just spending money on gas, and also eating out and food when you're just not, yeah, if you're not buying and cooking and being aware of like your stock rotation and stuff in your house, it can get very expensive. So that is everything that I spent money on, how much I saved, how much I've made, how much I was gifted. Yeah, so let me know where you're going, where you're going, how you're going, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be back on the consistency in 2019. So thanks for watching and still sticking around, even though I'm not very good at YouTube, and I will see you next time. Bye!